You know what Zach Galifianakis does so well with Between Two Ferns is they take time off. It's not an everyday thing. It's not an every week thing. This comes out right when it needs to. This is Zach sitting down with Hillary Clinton, and of course they are bookended by ferns. You know, like plants. Ferns.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, with two ferns.
This is very uncomfortable and very entertaining. Listen.
As secretary, how many words per minute could you type? And how does President Obama like his coffee? Like himself? Weak?
You know, Zach, those are really out-of-date questions. You need to get out more.
What happens if you become pregnant? Are we going to be stuck with Tim Kaine for 9 months? How does this work?
I could send you some pamphlets.
It's funny because people just don't realize they just assume he said president, but he said pregnant. We stuck with Tim Kaine for 9 months.
That might help you understand.
First, you supported Obama's Trans-Pacific Partnership deal, and then you were against it. Are you down with TPP?
I'm not down with TPP.
Naughty by nature.
No, you're supposed to say, yeah, you know me. Like the hip-hop group.
Don't tell me what to say.
Fine, lose.
Little chippy. The secretary getting a little chippy there.
He said, fine, lose.
Hillary obviously goes into this knowing what it's going to be about, but that doesn't take away from the unpredictability and very creative questions from Zach Galifianakis. Here's more.
Are you excited to be the first girl president?
Well, I mean, being
Girl.
president would be such an extraordinary honor and responsibility. But being the first woman elected president and what that would mean for our country, and particularly what that would mean for, you know, not just little girls, little boys too, that's pretty special.
Mm-hmm. Not to take away from the historic significance of you perhaps becoming the first female president, but for a younger generation, you will also become their first white president. And that's pretty neat, too.
Oh, the face on Hillary. She's like, oh, yeah, I
You know what
get
I
it.
love about this dynamic? Hillary Clinton's obviously running for president of the United States. Zach Galifianakis is obviously asking her tongue-in-cheek, goofy questions. But she has to hear these questions, and because she's running for president, she kind of has to answer them seriously.
You know what I love about the dynamic? There is a comedian who took two plants, created a show, and he's had Obama on before. Now he's got another prospective president on.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever not had an A-lister on his show. Like, very top of top names.
And listen, for you people listening right now that don't think anything is possible, the man took two plants. And, Jesus, give me a break.
And then named his show after it.
And presidents, come on. Here's another one.
When you see how well it works for Donald Trump, do you ever think to yourself, oh, maybe I should be more racist? When he's elected president and Kid Rock becomes Secretary of State, are you going to move to Canada? Or one of the Arctics?
She's just looking
I
at
would
him.
stay in the United States.
And what would you try to...
Try to prevent him from destroying the United States.
So you're going to lead the Civil War?
No, I wouldn't take up arms. I think that might be a little extreme.
Oh, right, because you were saying before we were rolling that you wanted to take away everyone's guns. Very cool. Cool.
I really regret doing this.
We don't.
I love it. He asked her about Kid Rock being Secretary of State.
That's what's so great about this. I think the audience, just when he starts to cozy up to her a little bit, you know, he throws the racist card on Trump, turns right back around and goes, well, you are taking everybody's guns away. I mean, it's just so great.
Any regrets over losing the Scott Baio vote?
Not a one.
So it wasn't heartbreaking that...
No.
Yeah, but Chachi. I mean, who's going to be next?
Chachi.
Max Headroom? I'd love to meet the person who makes your pantsuits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because for Halloween, I wanted to go as a librarian from outer space.
I think that would be a good look on you.
Have you thought about what you're going to be wearing at the debates?
I have no idea, so if you've got suggestions, I'm open to them.
Do you wonder what your opponent might be wearing? I mean, what do you...
I assume you'll wear, you know, that red power tie.
Or maybe like a white power tie.
That's even more appropriate.
Very nice shot by Hillary there. Very nice shot.
What's going to be the number one focus of your presidency?
Oh, Zach, it has to be the economy. We need more good jobs with rising incomes. We've got to make the economy work for everybody, not just those at the top.
We need to take a break. We just need to have a word from our sponsor.
Washington is broken. The truth is, too many politicians are totally controlled by special interests and lobbyists.
Oh,
We're
God.
going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
He interrupted this segment with a Trump commercial.
And even worse, basically it's Trump slamming Hillary for what Bernie was bringing up, the whole special interest. This could not have gotten any more uncomfortable and awesome.
He approves the message.
Why would you play a commercial for my opponent in the middle of our interview?
He paid me in steaks.
I'd be afraid to eat them if I were you.
It's a good cut of meat. I think it's part of the hole.
Well done.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, Mrs. Clinton. We should stay in touch. What's the best way to reach you? Email?
Oh, just so well done. And, you know, half the time, the best part about this is, obviously Hillary knew what she was getting into, but he just pushed the limit a little far, so she got a little uncomfortable.
Just keeps poking the bear. Love it.
Very nicely done.